Now, Interpol is investigating more suspect passports used to board the missing Malaysia Airlines flight in addition to 2 European ones that were falsely used by passengers. Interpol Secretary General Ron Noble is currently addressing media on that issue. Let's listen in on what he has to say.
To them, I say that our priority will always be to put an end to the excruciating pain of uncertainty. As a matter of fact, this and not terrorism, not stolen passports, not conspiracy theories, was our very first thought. The moment Interpol learned of the disappearance of flight MH370, we immediately offered our assistance in disaster victim identification efforts to the countries involved. That offer still stands, and Interpol is ready to honor that commitment the minute the fate of flight MH370 is ascertained. In parallel, we continue to work with our member countries to follow all available leads and examine all options, including terrorism, organized crime, illegal movement of people, whether in the form of human trafficking or smuggling. We have information to share with you that hasn't been publicly made available until now. Could we have the slide? Great speculation about whether or not this was a terrorist attack or wasn't a terrorist attack. And suddenly people seem to be concerned for the first time whether it's good or bad to allow people to travel the world using stolen passports. People began to understand how dangerous it is to have people travel the world using stolen passports. But already in the last 24 hours, you see the story changing as the belief becomes more certain that these two individuals were probably not terrorists. The interest seems to be dying down because they might just be people who are being smuggled or trafficked. And from Interpol's perspective, the fear, the concern we should all have is that more than 1 billion times each year, there are people that either cross borders or board planes without having passports screened against Interpol's database. From experience that goes back as far as February 26, 1993, when the first World Trade Center bombing occurred, we know that the terrorist who masterminded that bombing was carrying a stolen Iraqi passport to cross borders. We know that in Europe, we've had an assassination of a prime minister committed by Milorad Ulmak, who had his passport stamped 27 times without having it compared to Interpol's databases. And we know that the so-called White Widow also was in possession of a stolen passport that she was able to cross borders using without having it checked against Interpol's databases. So I close my introductory remarks by saying the focus of the world right now and of law enforcement, of Interpol, should be on trying to find the plane and hopefully find survivors, as difficult as that might be to believe that might occur, and to helping to support the investigations on the ground with regard to that, but also thinking about the next case or cases where dangerous people, not innocent people, dangerous people could be crossing borders with evil in their minds and hearts to harm us all. Thank you very much. Take any questions you might have.